Hey, yo, what's up, baby? Welcome back to the Pac-Man special, Waka Waka. Welcome back, guys. Been gone for a minute. Life happened. Got sick, was one of those guys that ended up catching COVID. But we're back. We're stronger than ever, and we're back on the grind. We're going to shoot for 1,000 K this year. We need to get that subscriptions up there. So please, guys, like, share, comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me how I can get better. Tell me what you would like to see, and I'll try to get those moving forward. We got some sneaker reviews coming, but as you know, based on the thumbnail today, we're going over another Dragon Ball Super card game video. We have the deck profile for Soul Strikers, Super Saiyan God, Son Goku. Before we dive into this list, huge shout out to my team, Hermit Style. Best place to play is in the Hermit Style Discord. Hop in the Discord, link in the description below as always. All right, shout out to Pro Mats for making this beautiful mat. Feel free to hit Jimmy up in the Discord. I think he may or may not have some of these left, and I do know the pre-orders for the double-sided cloth mat are going up soon. This is by far the best mat I've played on, and I can't wait to do a collab with him and make another additional mat for myself. This deck here was inspired for me to build by the Hill Twins, so kudos to them. You can see their original list on their channel. They ran like a 60 card version. I kind of condensed it down to fit my playstyle a little bit better. I have tested this deck extensively, and I feel like this is the best version that I can come up with for myself. If you don't already know, this leader is basically on attack. You get to draw one card or switch one energy to active mode, and then you get to awaken when you have a 3 cost specified cost of 3 unison in play, and then you draw 2 cards. So either way it goes, you can awaken on your turn or your opponent's turn. If they get you down to 4, you can pump out those 2 cards as well. Or if you just play your unison on turn 3, which you basically try to survive until then, to where they don't put you at 4. But sometimes you get put on the back foot, but you're able to bounce back because the leader is very strong. Once awakened, you're actually awakening every time you swing. So it's when this card attacks, you draw 1 card and then switch 2 of your mono blue energy to active mode. So at the end of your turn, you also choose 1 of your blue unisons and switch it to active mode as well. So you'll untap your unison and you'll draw and untap 2 energy. So pretty wild. Best generic blue leader in the game. Now, with that being said, we also have to have our unisons of choice. So the unisons of choice that we got today is going to be Baby the Unknown Parasite and SS3 Gogeta Super Warrior Evolution. This card is also known as Captain Xeno. Shout out to El Topo Loco and Joku DMD for calling this guy Captain Xeno. So I actually kind of stuck with that. This is the unison you want to see every single time based on the way the deck is built, and I'll explain that when that time gets there. But it's a +2, draw 1, -5. You can give your leader double strike, 15k, and activate counters for free by pitching 2 cards. Gogeta is a dual attacker and a permanent when this card has a blue Saiyan in rest mode, which we do have some blue Saiyans in the deck. If it's in rest mode, your leader takes no damage, and then you can -1, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and return them to their hand, and then play up to 1 mono blue Saiyan with an original cost of 2 or less from your hand and play it with its skills negated for the turn. So a pretty cool setup. You can actually play some things that you could set yourself up for future endeavors there, whether you playing a blue Saiyan to block with and put in rest mode, so that way you can tap down, well, not tap down, but stop your opponent from attacking. So we'll go ahead and sit these guys up here. So there is your unison package there. Obviously, since we're Soul Striker, we're going to run 4 draw apes. With the 4 draw apes, we want to see them early and often, and we want to pop this on defensively, so when they swing at us, we can awaken with high life. All right, we don't want to go down on life as quickly as possible due to the fact that we want to survive towards the late game. So being able to have these draw apes are huge. Another turn 1 play, since we're only charging blue energy, is East Supreme Kai. Or East Kai, sorry, keeping watch. She is super cool, and when she sticks, she creates problems for your opponent. When you play her, you draw 1 card, and during your turn, if your opponent plays a battle card, they got a bottom deck card every time. So it's not a once per turn. She doesn't have barrier or anything, but she does get pretty sticky because a lot of people don't like to invest their things into 1-drops there. Another part of our draw engine is we play 3 Sun Goku Calamity Challengers. Once we have 3 energy and we're awakened here, we can tap 1 and play this blocker. It has deflect as well, and when we play it for 1, we get to draw a card. We don't use the second effect of it. It's pretty null and void here, so I won't even bother reading that. But if you want, you can guys look up the card and find out what that does. But the main thing is a 1-drop card that we'll draw a card, and it's got deflect and blocker. Our other good card to apply pressure is Tapion, because we don't play any double strikes in the deck. We just go ahead and this is our double strike, one of them for a 1-drop. So basically our Champa. So it's activate main, limit 1, spirit boost 1 for 1 blue. If I have a blue unison with 3 markers or more and 15,000 power or more, I can play this card from my hand. All right, and when I play it, I draw a card. So it's super cool. It comes out really easy, and you just take a marker off and play 1 energy. Super combo of choice is Vegeta Discipline Warrior. We want to save these towards the end, so we'll see them often because we're drawing so much in the deck. By being able to have these and to combo out and just dump hand when we're going for game is phenomenal. Bottom decking things we don't need and drawing 2 cards is huge. Since we have the baby baby unison, we're also playing the baby golden avenger counter or counterplay. Late game, never want to charge these if you don't have to, because we don't have a way to get them back once they're gone, but we also want to be able to see them. 2 is enough. You can go up to 3 if you want to, but 2 has been fine basically with the way I condensed the deck down. We are playing 3 SS Trunks Heroic Prospect. This is the original art, which is one of my favorites. Mythic Booster does have a really cool art as well. But with Heroic Prospect, we do run into some Xeno Gogetas and things, or like Sin Shenron, things of that nature that is attacking that's greater than their energy. But once late game happens, this does get a little bit bad. I mean, you can use it as a negate, basically to negate the attack for 1, and it gives you a body, but you won't get the really good second effect once the energies of both players gets really high. Obviously, since we're playing some unisons, we have to play the best counter play in the game for blue. SS Trunks God Ceiling. Play that at 4 of, no questions there. And our last 2 blue battle cards in the deck is 1, Android 17 Turning Tide. So if we do end up getting to 7 energy, we have a big bomb there. And then obviously Baby Hatch is our secret rare of choice. All right, now as you can see, we haven't even gotten to the spice of the deck yet, but we're almost there, I promise. Let's just jump through these extra cards here. We have 4 Dimension Magics. My new ones are coming in the mail. Only non-foil card in the deck, which is kind of saddening to me, but I finally got foil D-Mags. Shout out to Jimmy, aka my captain, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got 4 Dimension Magics there, and then we're just gonna create more draw power. These are huge when going for game for 1 energy, especially if you swing here or play something for 2. You can swing with it, tap these 2 down, give it something 30k, draw 2 cards on your turn, and then swing with this and untap that 2 energy. So it's actually a really good card. This is almost your cheaper version of 8, but on the offensive side. And the last extra card we have is Sensu Bean. We're playing blue, we gotta play Bean. Always a 4 of, because you want to extend those turns, or you want to use it defensively to buff your leader, so that way they can't kill you and press through. We're gonna dive here now into the black part of the deck. Obviously 1 Fu is Fu, and it's super huge. And the next few cards are pretty much standard black cards that you're gonna have, which is the Fu and the Secret Identity. But these 3 cards here are the super spice of the deck. We're gonna show off first and foremost Oceanus. It's almost a Baby Hatch. It literally ends turns, shuts people down, helps buy you a turn. So because if they want to swing and take the Oceanus challenge, they're actually gonna you'll negate the first one, they swing, you block, they have to mill 4, and then obviously if you have one of these blockers here on the board, you can just block with that, they mill another 4. If you out combo, you mill another 4. If they declare an attack, you not Sensu Bean, Dimension Magic, mill another 4. So you have a way to mill them out. Another cool tech that we added, and the Hill Twins did not have this in their list. I really like the Haze Shinron. It's a 3-drop. These dragons don't have specified cost, so you can literally play them for your blue energy, and once you swing with your leader, you untap it. So this becomes a 1-drop Thor in the Dark Empire for you, but it has critical and blocker and restands at the end of turn, and you warp anything, just like Thor in the Dark Empire, for a little bit cheaper. And then lastly, my favorite card in the deck is Sin Shinron Negative Energy Explosion. Huge. It has all the keywords you want in a card. It has deflect, barrier, blocker, and double strike. And the cool thing about it is, like, if you go back and watch the gameplay, on my kill turn, I had legit had Fu, 2 of these down, and that created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double strike swings that we got in there with. And the cool thing here is that once you swing, and the reason why we play in the baby unison is because he's a +2. You can activate battle, restand him by using Spirit Boost 1, and then when he restands, your opponent mills a card. So it's super clutch in here, and you can do it on both turns. The more you stick these on the board, so if you have all 3, you can literally do all 3 at the exact same time and mill your opponent out on their turn as well as your turn. So you do have Janimba mill vibes as well. It's super cool. The deck is super fun. I don't think it's super competitive, but we're in the off season, so I try to have variants of Soul Striker because it's something that I decided to finally pick up after seeing my friends play it and just seeing a lot of success with it in the Discord and other things of that nature. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to drop those down in the comments below. Just remember, this deck is super cool to play. If you have any critiques, some things that I was thinking about changing, you can change the Haze to the Natron. It's also a 3-drop. It has a fleck, and you can steal something on your opponent's side of the board or in the drop area and take their skills. So it's something that's also pretty cool. Didn't really get to test that out, but it's something that I'll probably test out in the future. But I do love the deck. Let me know what you guys would change. Here it is. I'll probably put the link in the description to DBS Deck Planet as well, which is the best deck builder website on the planet as well. So if anybody's got a problem with you, just remember, tell them to kiss your ears. That's what I do. Peace, love, happiness. We out of here. Gone.